We're getting started a little late today, but that should be okay, hopefully. We're going to head into the Tempest Trials and do our last Tempest Trial quest for the day, so we just need to finish one of these lovely Tempest Trials. Gonna go on with that same team I think I was using last stream. I think I'd already switched to Alphonse. I might have switched to a different character. But yeah, I just want to get hero merit out of this, so these three characters will give me hero merit. And do the hardest one.
Sincere apologies.
Okay, so I want to get Titania out of here. Let me give myself a version for a second. There we go. Whoops. Headphones. Okay, so we want to get Titania first here, so we can just posture him into the fray. I'm gonna have Alphonse switch with him. That way he can move over. And then we'll just move so, and we'll chase us up.
Of course.
Titania killed herself on Jerome, exactly what I wanted.
Very
I
well.
don't see how bad Crom's gonna beat up Jerome. You know, that's not so bad. So maybe Gwendolyn will go after him first if I hit here. Actually, Crom can't hit him also. Maybe I could get Alphon towards Crom. I don't think so.
Sure.
That's
Shall
okay.
we?
Really?
I don't think leaving the chases there did really anything.
As you
but
will.
okay.
What are you thinking?
Really slow. I've hit his defense a little bit.
Shall we?
No, let's see if
Sure.
we can take out Crom. Ah, we didn't damage Alphon. Wonderful. On to the second map of the Tempest Trial. Alright, I don't think this one will be too bad. Because I can handle getting hit by both of those flyers with Jerome, and I can let him do one hit right now, and he'll still be in range of both of them.
Understood.
So he's gonna fly away from Shanna, and now he can get hit by both of them. Don't want to swap, but let's move Alphonse up.
Of course.
Duel will chase us, so we have a
Gotta
special
stay on
ready next
guard.
turn. And I think so, this
What
one
are you
is.
thinking?
Kill yourselves on Jerome. Thank you very much.
Minerva.
Great, that'll take her out in one hit. Then we'll leave Southern Defense for Lilina over here.
As you will.
Swap
Sure.
for that, but that's okay.
Onward.
And we'll just have Lachesis heal Sod for the start of the next match. He can usually only take one hit. Oh gosh, Ryoma's gonna be fun. If I can
Shall
sword
we?
break him.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, because I'm gonna double up my attacks first. I'm gonna. Alright, let's do that.
Really?
Heal up. And as long as I have buff
Yes.
stats and she has down stats, might as well leave Alphonse.
Very
over there.
well.
And we'll let Cecilia come to
Understood.
hopefully. Ah, that's not quite what I wanted. Huh. He has Gron Raven at least. Oh, no, that's advantage on close foes, so I can't really leave
Gotta stay on
Sod
guard.
there safely.
As you will.
Of course.
And you can go after Sheena Jerome.
Shall we?
Well,
Oh,
Cecilia at least.
Very well.
And still no damage from Sheena. We win. On to the next match. Can't let Soda get hit by Klein, but Lucius will probably be fine. 'Cause, 'He has Assault. Yeah, it's just healing. And we'll let Cecilia go after Sheena. 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 Yeah, I think it's the only person I'm going to leave in defense for this portion is get stove
Sure.
in
Really?
over here. You know, if I had any foresight, I would
Understood.
have put Jerome or Alphonse in. That's
Yes.
okay. I'll remember that for later. Let's
What are you thinking?
be a bad option because I can only get hit by Leo from.
Onward.
Very well. As you will.
Great.
Of course.
But and Marauder Wolf, which is better against cavalry, so away from that. Should be
Whatever.
fine to just leave Sod in
Sure.
defensive.
Shall we?
On to another map. Valencia, I think I usually have Alphonse deal with her. Have Jerome go face off against Minerva over here. And I can probably save a healed up Sod for Tharja.
Understood. Yes?
Alphonse. Actually, we could move Alphonse. Well, no, we don't want Alphonse to defend because then he's going to get hit by Amidi's double attack.
As you
Or it
will.
would be a quadruple attack against Alphonse, except they don't get follow-ups. It'd still be a double attack. I don't know if Alphonse could handle that.
Yes?
48 versus 32 death. It wouldn't do a ton of damage, actually. It'd be worth it to just leave him
Shall we?
in quicker. Yeah, I think actually we
Gotta
just
stay
need
on
Alphonse in
guard.
defense against.
As you will.
Onward.
Oh, thought that wouldn't do enough to kill, but I was sorely mistaken. Did I? Maybe Bonfire did it. Or no, it was Death Blow. You need to look at all of the skills all of the time.
What are you thinking?
I don't.
Very well.
Really?
Minerva.
Or should just
Sure.
trusted my gut that I've lost
Understood.
to Valencia with Alphonse.
Onward.
That might have also worked. Oh well, I don't often get to the end of
What
these
are you
without losing
thinking?
somebody.
Minerva.
Of course. Onward.
Gotta stay on guard.
Alright. Robin, with his effective against colorless, is gonna hurt Oath real bad, probably. Does she have a dagger breaker? Yep, she's got a dagger breaker on her bow, right. Gosh. I guess I send Jerome in against Robin defensively,
Very well.
and then I try to make the
Sure.
first attack against Satsuna over here.
Really?
Best I can come up with right now.
What are you thinking?
Nope, not gonna work. Darn.
Understood.
Onward.
Sure.
I can have Lachesis hit her first, and then hit with Stove. And that'll be the kill, but that's gonna leave her vulnerable, unfortunately.
Of course.
Gotta
Is
stay on
42 with
guard.
this? Yes.
Really?
Alright.
Minerva.
Take the kill.
Onward.
And
Sure.
Lachesis my death. Not quite, not quite.
Very well.
Of course.
What are you thinking? Gotta
Didn't give
stay on
myself a
guard.
turn.
Sure.
Flying Edge and Murk, great.
Really?
Need to take him out.
Understood.
If they both hit their kill tree.
What are you thinking?
Okay, that worked out Okay.
Gotta stay on guard.
Take out Long Ku. I get buff on basic.
Onward.
And I use her to kill Jerome. Yeah, because I don't think that one hit from Grima can kill her.
Of course.
Dex attack.
Onward.
Defense, yeah. She'll live.
Very well. What are you thinking?
Anyway, I can hit him with so actually let's
Really?
heal first. Then
Sure.
hit. There we go. Alright, last stage. I am definitely going to lose this team here, but that's fine. I have my second team all ready to go. See if I can get rid of Villa, I guess. Would not normally be
What are
my
you
first
thinking?
choice, but that seems what it
Minerva.
might be capable of at
course.
the very least. You're happy that you have a Soth. Yeah, Soth is so good. I'm disappointed I sort of like stuck my nose up at him when I first got him at 5-star. But then I got a 4-star that had a better nature, so I merged them and he's been performing great.
Gotta stay on guard. Very well. Understood.
Double, I could double
What are you thinking?
Micaiah if I hit Camilla. So hit Camilla,
Minerva.
double Micaiah, sweet. Jerome might get killed though. Oh well,
Onward.
let's see if I can heal him and that'll do anything. Alright, he didn't die, that's good.
Sure. Very well.
Of course.
He has 37
What are you
speed.
thinking?
She's gonna take me out in one hit because she has her special ready.
Really?
Do
Gotta
45
stay on
damage.
guard.
Darn.
What are you thinking?
Jerome's my only chance of really taking out Robin though, without losing this team.
Of course.
Sure.
I kind of feel like I have to 9 times. Let's see if this does anything. She'll go after. She went after the chases.
What are
Well,
you thinking?
that actually also screws my plan. Thinking about it. Darn.
Minerva.
All right. Second team, let's go. Have Ike clean this up. This is my legendary Earth team. I'm gonna send Ike up to just defend against both of these buddies, and that
Let's
should work
move.
pretty well.
What now? What next?
Just have him defend against.
Understood.
Understood.
I don't think an extra turn is going to defeat my speed.
I won't lose.
Your
Going to
orders.
break
What a
it.
stage. Let's move.
I can kill him actually. Yep. Gonna have to wait for the defense phase in this one. And we have 300 feathers today. Yippee! I think just so I don't have to spin around my seals on everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and do the Tempest trial some more. Actually, let's see what rank I am. Ugh, I really want to hit that 5,000 mark. Did Lachesis have the Dazzling Staff? Yeah, I don't have. I think that's what Dazzling is, right? The counterattack. Because I don't have Dazzling Staff for her to inherit. So I gave her that one. I think that's the preferred option when you don't actually have that B skill. And she has Live to Serve on 3, so she can actually like take a hit for these sort of chain things. If I had Dazzling Staff to give her as a V skill, I would do it, but I don't. Back into the Tempest Trials.
Onward.
Usually a range thing.
Gotta stay on guard.
I'm gonna see how Erica awesome.
Understood.
Want to send Alphonse into defend against one
Yes.
hit. Is 36 defense against Niles is 34 attack. He's got plus to res when he attacks, I think. Yeah, I think
As
I'm
you
fine.
will.
Onward.
Very well.
Straight up take out Niles. Sounds like a good idea.
Sure.
I could take out Nada.
Shall
And
we?
leave Alphonse to defend.
Really?
Wonderful. Those first maps aren't usually bad, but I've had trouble sometimes. Do I want to send in? I guess I can have Grom go after Minerva, just take that hit from Saizo.
What are you thinking? Minerva. As you will.
Of course.
Very well.
Let's take hit against this.
Yes? Gotta stay on guard.
Onward.
And Sode can be healed next map. Grom here, so you can defend against Katria. Sode will hopefully take out Kegro in one hit if Jerome does not. Well, Jerome would move one space back. I want him to do that. I want him
Sure.
in defense against Katria. That works.
Very well.
Really?
As you will.
Onward.
Shall we?
I don't think Sodes will get hit twice. I'm gonna have 61
What are you
against
thinking?
his 16, so she'll actually Oko him. Damn. That means I have to kind of
Gotta stay on
wait
guard.
things out instead of
Minerva.
running right into the fray.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, he'll take it out in one hit.
Of course.
He's
As
in
you
there in
will.
defense.
Understood.
What's a good PvE team? I don't know. There are a couple different like PvE things. Like for chain stuff, I try to use like one of every color usually, or at least have a healer if I don't have like if I have a colorless bow or dagger unit, or have like a proto healer if you're trying to get rid of the chain stuff. Just getting through maps. I mean, having any of those teams where they're all the same movement type and using those movement type buffs is really good. Or having a mixed team and using the tactics, especially now that the defense tactic seal is available, could be really good. Anything that gets you tons of buffs is usually really good for both chain and for just normal chapters. Who is the strongest healer? I don't know about strongest off the top of my head, but I know that Elise is really the highest rank. Probably because she's cavalry and because she has better stats than the two other cavalry healers overall. Like they serve slightly different functions, but I think Elise can do more damage, so she might be the strongest, and that gives her more healing potential. If I'm remembering correctly, unfortunately, I do not have an Elise. She's in the general pool though, so there's always a chance you're gonna get her. I like running Lachesis around through these just because she has physics that gives her more options for positioning for
Sure.
healing usually. Doesn't put her in too much danger when she tries to heal, which I really like. It can be annoying sometimes though. Like right now, I would prefer to
What are you
have
thinking?
a one space
Onward.
healer, but it's working out fine overall.
Very well. Yes?
But you can also
Gotta stay
have
on guard.
a proto healer, so someone
Shall
who
we?
has something like
Really?
Breath of Life, along with using the Breath of Life seal if you have it, and then there are weapons that give Breath of Life. So like, I don't think Sugar Ray actually does this, but you could have a Sugar Ray that has his weapon that does Breath of Life, the Breath of Life seal, and the Breath of Life skill, and he'll heal 21 to anyone around him when he attacks. There are some people who do, like I think Sugar Ray does like his weapon and then the seal, or his weapon and the skill, but not all three.
Understood.
I'm trying to think if there's any other good proto healers. I know
What are you
the
thinking?
set that I run on my Witch Noe
Onward.
is a proto healer. She'll heal herself with renewal, and then she'll
As you will.
use she'll also use for the Breath of Life seal. So she'll heal herself. I think it's every other turn with renewal at its max 10 points. She'll heal herself with her special, which is noontime, and then she'll heal other people around her with Breath of Life. And I use that for my flying chain challenge team. I actually need to go back and reskill her so she has a better like arena set, which is the gosh, is it? I can't remember what the sword tome. So Rower Blade is a little bit better for her just because if she can get both of the big flying buffs, she'll do much more damage than she's currently doing. Leon have anything like a dagger breaker or enough? It's not going to kill me, but if I kill him, then Julia's going to kill me. I think I just want to start off with
Understood.
Jerome getting hit by Oboro and S, probably.
Sure. Very well.
Of course.
Shall we?
Really?
Gotta stay on guard.
Oh man. Not a great
Understood.
option. Let's see if I can take out.
What are you thinking?
No.
Sure. Yes?
Onward.
Alright, that makes me feel a lot better. Jerome survived. No problem. Honestly, if you have questions about who's like really good, I would check out GG Press and their rankings. And then if you want sort of non-arena builds, there's lots of good non-arena builds on the Fire Emblem Heroes wiki. So there's plenty of resources for builds, and I am just sort of parroting what I've
Gotta stay
seen
on guard.
there.
Shall
There's
we?
a much bigger wealth of info and analysis than I have to give you on stream, those places. And I think they do, they try to give you budget options so that if you don't have sort of like a unit that is technically better than the unit you're trying to sacrifice to, you can still give them a decent skill. I have run into some situations where I don't even have the budget
Really?
options though, so I have to be really careful with who I send home and whatnot. You gonna take out... I'm only doing 50.
Sure.
Speed double me, so I might as well
Very
just send
well.
in
As you will.
those.
What are you thinking?
Get over here.
Of course.
No, it's gonna put her in range of.
Sure.
We'll just take her out this time.
Understood.
Onward.
Shall we?
Back up. I'm
Minerva.
gonna take her out because he'll pop back through and won't be able to hit.
Yes?
Let Alphonse
Gotta stay
defend
on
against
guard.
those two attacks and heal up. So, oh gosh.
Sure.
Really?
What are you thinking?
Double
Of course.
maybe 15
Sure.
at least. Yeah, let's take out George. 'Cause I think he's my biggest problem over here.
Gotta stay on guard. Very well.
Monku, who you would kill? Oh, that's not who I wanted to
Really?
kill.
Understood.
Gosh, I have to heal him up.
Of course.
Minerva.
Alright. That'll do for now.
Onward.
Understood.
You asked someone earlier for a good PvP team, and he said Zelgius, Harden, Grima, Robin, and Christmas Lissa. What's my opinion on that? That sounds like an armor team with some of the highest tier armor units that could easily use all of your armor buff skills. So yes, that sounds wonderful. It sounds like you would roll through a lot with that. Let me think about Zelgius, Harden, Grima, Christmas, Lissa. You might be reducing damage so much that you don't have to worry about healing. Oh, a PvP team, so for arena. Oh yeah, that would be amazing. Because you don't have to worry a ton about taking damage. You only have to worry about actually losing your units. Yeah, those are like all really high tier armor characters that can bounce off each other. You're going to be doing magic damage with Grima. They all have like good skills. You're going to have distant counter on, I think, everyone but Lissa. Yeah, you're pretty much set if you can get all those. Do you have all those characters? That would be awesome. Yeah, I can't think of
Really?
what might make a better armor team other than like if you have Tharja instead of, well, no, Zelgius is still really good. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad team at all.
Very well.
Yeah, I think maybe a more useful question to ask is what's a good team I can make with what I have, because those units are not going to come back anytime soon unless we're really lucky with the legendary banners.
Of course.
Like, the legendary banners could bring back the Christmas units, possibly, but I don't expect it anytime soon. Oh, come on.
Very well.
Well,
Oh,
Jerome's
no.
gonna die this turn. Yeah. Alright, second team go. Yeah, once again, this is my Earth team. The two Ikes are sort of the defending characters, really, because they both have Steady Breath over here. And then Lucina and Chigure with the support over here, providing lots of buffs.
What's
So Lucina's driving speed, driving defense. She also has her Garrick Soul that's also sort of a drive. How would that team work for PvE? I think the only problem might be that you don't have a great way of healing. So like for chain challenges, that would be really difficult because like if you lose one unit, a lot of that falls apart because you lose your buffs, and you sort of do a death spiral until you lose the whole team. I would say that for chain challenges, you need some sort of like proto healing character usually. That would still get you through a lot of chain challenges, just because some of them are really easy. Or like the squad assaults, that would be like one good team for it because you don't have to worry about your characters dying. You get to worry about your characters dying, but you don't have to worry about them losing down to like 1 HP. So that'd be great for like a squad assault team. But I think you need like some sort of proto healer, somebody that is going to use Breath of Life, or like use some healing specials if you want to use that for like chain challenges. If you just want to get through like one map at a time, that sounds like a great general sort of team. Yeah, there are like specific builds for like chain challenges and generalists on the Fire Emblem Heroes wiki that I would suggest peeking at. But really, any team that makes advantage of either tactics or same movement type buffs is what you should be looking for. So if you have like 4 good horse units right now that are different color types, and maybe 1 or 2 that's magic, 1 or 2 that's physical at least, and you can make them inherit those movement type buffs, that's what you should be looking for. So yeah, especially for flyers, especially for mounted units, because I think the like good armored units are a little harder to come by. There aren't a ton of them, and a lot of them are seasonal. But if you manage to come by like any of those flying tome users, or if you were lucky enough to pull like Reinhardt or something, and you can rank him up to 5-star, focus on getting like a movement type team. Those are really powerful. Or a tactics team where you have different movement types but use those tactics skills that are out. Let's see. Wow, there's not a great place for Legendary Ike here to go because he's going to get hit by Matilda.
Orders.
But I think his
Let's
defense
move.
is going to be high enough, it doesn't even matter.
Understood.
I won't lose.
Yep. Just tank all those hits,
What
please.
next?
Legendary
What
Ike.
a stage. I won't lose.
Let's check how I'm doing. Not even down to the 6,000s. Alright, we're gonna do this 3 more times before we head into that battle and arena, and then, gosh, after all that, I might be able to do it one more time. Might be a very long stream today. Okay. Gotta line them up so that I can break the wall if I want to.
What are you
So I
thinking?
might not want to do that because I don't want to necessarily put Alphonse
course.
in range of me.
Understood. Shall we?
You finished up your Beiruka build. Awesome. What does that look like? I've actually not looked at Beiruka too much because I sort of just sacrifice her for the Glimmer on a lot of other characters. I don't really
Sure.
think about saving her to build her up.
Minerva.
Let's.
Gotta stay on guard.
Gosh, I actually can't send in. I don't think I should send in Jerome because then Tharj is gonna
Very
really
well.
hurt him. Oh yeah.
As you will.
Let's clean up with
What are you
Surge.
thinking?
That way we don't have to heal anybody.
Really?
Minerva.
And that went swimmingly. Okay. Well, Jerome's going to take just about everyone here out except Myrrh, who I'm going to leave with Alphon.
Gotta
So is
stay
my goal
on
to take
guard.
someone out, actually.
Understood. Sure.
Of course.
Shall we? Yes.
Move Alphonse up a little bit. Hopefully Myrrh comes that direction. Alright, let's
Gotta
see if
stay on
So...
guard.
Yeah, So can get a kill. Wonderful. And Jerome will not be able to move quite into place this
Minerva.
turn. But he can give Alphonse some buffs.
As you will. Shall we?
Alright, this is perfect.
Of
We will
course.
move
Very
Jerome into
well.
position
Yes.
and take out Myrrh.
What are you thinking?
Let's... I take out Soleil. So, actually... That's probably a better setup, because then I can move Alphonse up farther
Gotta
if I
stay
want
on
to.
guard.
I can take Soleil out. Cool.
As you will.
I don't want him getting hit by that slaying bow, but it's okay if he takes one hit from Tiki over here.
Minerva.
Move Jerome farther out to start attacking Ephraim, hopefully, and
Really?
heal up Alphonse. You gave her Bonfire, Fortress Defense, Quick Riposte, and Defense Ploy. Does she have enough res to use a ploy? That's awesome. I wouldn't even think of putting Defense Ploy on her. I really have no
Understood.
idea what her stats look like.
Shall we? Sure.
And heal
Of
Alphonse
course.
before I do that, just in
Gotta
case
stay
I
on
finish this
guard.
map by Ephraim attacking Jerome here. Yeah, Bonfire and Fortress Defense makes a lot of sense. You're sacrificing a little attack all the time, but getting more later, and you're building up your defense. Quick Riposte, always good. Yeah, I'm interested how she has enough res for defense play. Maybe she's just a high res unit and I don't think about it.
Minerva.
Onward.
What are you thinking? Yes. Very well. Sure. Understood.
Let's attack with Jerome.
Of course.
That way
Gotta stay
Alphonse will
on
be
guard.
defended from her, but you can still hit these sword users. Wonderful.
Shall we?
Really?
Come up, and then finish
Sure.
things off. Awesome. Let's... Should be able to take on Azama pretty easy. It can do a ton of damage.
What are you thinking?
Of course.
Once again, I should have had the
Whatever.
foresight to let Jerome's
Yes.
buff, but that's okay. I think we'll survive without it.
Gotta stay on guard.
Take out Stall, but then we'll be able to deal with Ellicott and Azama.
Onward.
He doesn't have pain. Awesome. I'm gonna have this Defiant Speed though, which means he's 31, so I'm still gonna double him. So he's just gonna do 29 against 29 damage to me, and then Celica's gonna do 44 minus 20, so 24. So I should be fine here.
As you will. Understood.
Yeah, Zama didn't even try to attack me. Wonderful.
What are you thinking?
Get Sod in there, then
Shall we?
swap him out and
Really?
heal him up.
Very well.
I don't have anybody to give my buffs to. Alright, so should be able to take out Azama this turn.
Gotta stay on guard.
Oh, Feather Pop on Alphonse. 500 feathers for me. Alright. Got Rider's Vein on Jerome, so that's easy for Matilda over here. Probably even let Camilla run in after him. Who do I want to back him up with? Asus, I think, has... I know she has a speed to herself. She has Perez. That's not going to be that useful, actually. I could try to get Alphonse over to Tobin over here, too. That makes sense to me. Alright,
Sure.
so... Alphonse,
Yes.
run up against Tobin.
Whenever.
Jerome going against Matilda and Camilla.
Onward.
And we'll just heal up so while we can.
As
This
you
is gonna
will.
work out just fine, I think.
Shall we?
Actually,
What are you
I can
thinking?
kill with Sod and then
As you
swap
will.
with Alphonse, and I can make that counterattack, hopefully kill next turn. Then I can
Understood.
leave Jerome in range, his Rider's Bane,
Really?
and heal up Alphonse.
Whenever.
Have Jerome get in range with his Rider's
stay
Bane,
on
and
guard.
hopefully Matilda will actually go
Yes.
after him this turn. Come on. There we go. Let's make it so that Felicia will not hit Jerome. And but that means I can't put Alphonse in the defensive position I wanted to be in. Oh well.
Of course.
Shall we? Very well. Sure.
So come get Jerome. Awesome.
Understood.
Then I can make a little ding on Felicia if I want to.
What are you thinking?
I do against
Really?
Sigurd over here.
Gotta stay on guard.
Aha.
As you will. Whenever.
Alright. That worked out pretty well, I think. Wow, Alphonse just straight up murdered Grima.
Yes.
I will actually get through with my first team this time. That is a good feeling.
Onward.
More XP while I
Understood.
can. No one even died. That's one of my better runs. Alright, I want to check my rank again. We're finally back down to the 6,000s, so just 1,900 more to go, and then I have to keep that for the rest of this Tempest trial.
Sincere apologies.
Right, this is how I usually set it up, so I can break with Lachesis and attack with Alphonse if I want to. Yep.
Of course.
I'm probably gonna do this time, actually. I don't mind getting hit with one blow by Rebecca.
What are you thinking? Very well. As you will.
Huh. Yeah, I need to figure out a way to protect Sode
Gotta stay on guard.
from Alencia. I think with reduced stats, Alencia might not kill Alphonse. I hope that's the case. Good. She also wasn't as far along as she was last time, so I think that that helped out.
As you will. Sure.
Let's. Well, I've got my horse destroyer axe, so
Minerva.
yep, that'll just straight up take out Erica.
Shall we? What are you thinking?
Of course.
Very well. Understood.
I
Gotta
can
stay on
probably
guard.
get Maria out, I suppose.
Very
and
well.
Start moving in Jerome.
Really?
I can even
As you will.
swap him in
Yes.
farther. Oh no, I can't swap. Great, because Alphonse can't occupy it. Oh well.
What are you thinking?
Illisode, no. So I should just let
Minerva.
Jerome come in.
Shall we?
Onward.
Are any of the spring characters good? You don't know if you should pull or not? I haven't paid too much attention, honestly. I can go look that up right now, actually, because I'm kind of curious. I know I'm not going to pull on them, because I kind of want to wait for the next Choose Your Legends round. But I'm going to head over to GG Press, and I'm going to, like, peek at the new characters, see how good they are. So GG Press rates Spring Katria 4.5 out of 5, Grina 4, Alphonse 4.5, Spring Kagero 4. So those are all great. The great thing about Kagero is she's unique. She's the only flying dagger user. So if you have like any special dagger you want her to use, or I think her default dagger is even pretty good. Let me peek it with a set. So Kagami Mochi. So they suggest stealing Takumi's New Year Takumi's weapon for her. But what does Lethal Carrot do? Plus 10 damage and special triggers after combat. If you attacked, inflicts Def Res -7 on target and foes within 2 spaces. That's not bad at all. That's pretty good. The daggers usually have great debuffs like that. The only issue I have is that you're going to have plenty of physical units on the team already. She'd probably be best as like, I don't know, a mage killer maybe, but there are probably better flying units to do that. That's probably why she's not like all the way at the top rank. She's only tier 2. Well, let me peek at the others. It looks like Patria, Sheena, and Kagero are tier 2, and Alphonse is tier 3 in Arena. Yeah, I would say that if you already have a team that you think might benefit from any of these characters, you might as well get them. Spring Katria I might not really pull on just because Reinhardt is all the way up there in the same category. He's already a blue tome horse user. There's not too much of a point in investing in her when you can get Reinhardt from a 4-star pull sometimes. She might have a different like function on the team though. Spring Sharina is a green tome user, and I imagine, yep, you give her Grondblade. So she probably just has better stats than Nino that you can use with Grondblade. So a great Grondblade user. You'd probably want to put her on like a tactics team so she get the most buffs. I'm sure there are better team options that I'm suggesting over here though. Oh, or you could put her with characters that give like damage buffs on their weapons and whatnot. Spring Alphonse seems like he would just be at home on a cavalry team, probably. Yeah. So there aren't too many good mounted axe users. So Alphonse is pretty far up there. If you need a mounted axe user, that's worthwhile. And then Kagero, yeah, she's just unique again. I'm not pulling on them because I want to save for our upcoming Brave, Hector, Veronica, Celica, and I guess I might get Ephraim if it happens that I get him. I don't mind too much. But I really want those other units. I don't even know what weapons they're gonna have, but the Brave units have done really well for me so far. Like I use all 4 of them all the time. I have 2 different teams that use 2 of them each. They come with a ton of skills preloaded. So yeah, I'm saving my orbs for pulling on that.
Very well. Sure.
50. Stonebreaker, so 50 minus 20 is 30, so can I heal back up to 30?
What are you thinking?
We'll be at 15. Yeah, I can heal back up to 30, so let's have to defend over here.
Understood. As you will.
You have Black Knight, Legendary Ike, Fjorm, and Takumi. That sounds like you're making great use of the free characters.
Yes.
Takumi has unfortunately fallen a bunch since the beginning of the game, because that's, I mean, when he was introduced.
Very well.
But he's not a bad unit. If you were looking for like a chain challenge team instead of Takumi, I would think of using somebody that's a healer. I would also say it's probably not that useful to have 2 sword units that fill similar-ish roles. So like if you can find someone to replace Black Knight or Ike, that would make for a decent team. Actually, my water legendary team is Fjorm, Lachesis, Axajura, and Ike. So I am using Fjorm and Ike on a team right now. Yeah, the instinct to have like 1 ranged unit at least is really good. Since it's an all infantry team, you might be able to get a really high HP infantry unit that has infantry pulse, so you get your special cooldown at the start of the game.
Very well. Sure. As you will.
Of course.
I don't know if you were around when they did the, I think it was Marissa for the Tempest trial. She had an infantry pulse. Let's.
Onward.
Yes. What are you
I
thinking?
think that's how I want to do it. Oh, other stuff took me out. I wasn't looking at his skills. What does he do? Oh, he just had enough attack. Whoops.
Very well.
Really?
Shall we? Minerva.
Get rid of save.
Onward.
Heal up. Well, not doing very well this time.
Understood. As you will. Very well. Minerva. Yes. Understood. Shall we?
Oh gosh. Olwen, right? I can't actually get Alphonse out of Olwen's range.
Minerva. Very well.
We'll get you for that, Olwen. Alright. Time for Legendary Egg to clean up.
Let's move. Shall I sing? Understood.
Your orders.
What next? I won't lose. What now? What next? It's all for you.
What's next?
Wow, I think we're gonna have Brave Ike put in a ton of work here. Legendary Ike can go Actually, they'll probably put in even amounts of work. I'm looking at this.
Let's move. Shall I sing? Orders?
Understood.
What next?
So Lucina's giving her buffs. She's still sitting next to Ike.
Understood.
Your orders.
I won't lose.
What a stage.
Let's move.
Alright. Good job, Legend team. Wow, I can just put Legendary Ike on the left over here. It'll just sweep everything up. Thank
What
you
next?
for providing me with a bunch of green last map.
Let's move.
What's next?
Orders?
Bye, Nino. Goodbye, Frederick.
I won't lose. Shall I sing? Let's move.
Your orders.
Actually,
It's
Wouldn't
all
be too
for
bad.
you.
Understood.
maybe Lucina will get hit by a bow. That's fine.
Orders?
Your orders.
What a stage.
What's next?
Brave Lucina is amazing. I don't know if you've seen Brave Lucina's weapon, but it's ridiculously good support. So she has Ear Soul. Wow. Ear Skull. There we go. I think that's how you pronounce that. It gives her defense +3. And if you have a sword, lance, axe, bow, or dagger, I forgot it included bow and dagger actually. Within 2 spaces, you get attack and speed +3 during combat. So she drives attack and speed on anybody that has those weapons. She also comes with drive speed, so she's giving +6 speed those characters within 2 of her. And I'm giving her drive defense, so she's also giving defense. So that's 3 attack, 6 speed, 3 defense from Lucina, as I have her now. She can heal herself with Aether. She can rally speed. And she has great attack and decent speed.
Was there some kind of...
And that works really well with Shigure because he provides more defensive bonuses with his Geyser Dance, +4 defense res when he dances. He also has drive speed, and I give him spur speed. So basically I'm making sure that even if I get out of my range for my quick riposte, I'm doubling up. I have enough speed to defend too. I gave him Moonbow so he does his special quickly because he's not going to attack a ton. And I have him with his Dancer score so he can heal. And then Legendary Ike has a pretty default set. Steady Breath, Quick Riposte. The C skill is actually Breath of Life, so he can provide a little bit of healing. I know there are better C skills, but I thought I needed it for him. I think he usually runs Close Def, but I have that on my Brave Ike. So I give him Distant Def so he can defend against bows and magic and stuff. And then, yeah, Brave Ike is very similar. He just doesn't have access to Radiant Aether on his own. He has a great weapon over here. Reduces consecutive attack damage on everything. Steady Breath, Quick Riposte, Threaten Death. Yep. I really like that team. I'm surprised I don't have it. How do you get the shield skill? None of your units have it. Which shield skill? I'm gonna peek back at. Oh,
I don't like singing for an
those
audience,
are your
unless, of course, that audience
defensive
is you.
skills.
You are often in my thoughts.
They just come pre-packaged on some characters, like especially healers all have a heal skill, and you can swap those out between them. Dancers like Shigure have them pre-packaged. There are also other units that can apply them to any characters if you use Inheritance. So like I took Reposition off of Barst through, oh gosh, what is it called? Inherit skill. Yeah, Inherit skill over here. So like if I wanted to give Alphonse one of those defensive skills, I would go to Skill Inheritance over here. I'd set my filter to the defensive skills, and I'd peek at what I want to give him. And let's say I want to give him Rally, Speed, and Defense. This will show me everyone who has Rally, Speed, and Defense. If I wanted to give that to Alphonse, I'd have to give up my Lucina. So not all characters have those at all, but you can throw away other characters to give them those defensive skills. They're really useful. Having reposition on Sode has saved me a lot for these Tempest Trials, for example. Alright, one more Tempest Trial, and then we're going to go into Tap Battle, and then we'll do Arena. Oh, I don't want to start out with my ridiculously good team, so I want to start out with my bonus unit.
Onward.
Alright, let's see. There's another map where Jerome is going to sort of do a lot of the driving, I think. Yeah, there are some characters that have him prepackaged though, like Barth comes with reposition, and you have to sacrifice him if you want to give it to him. There are a lot of characters who don't come prepackaged with those defensive skills. But yeah, it's really useful to give them those skills. Let's see, if I reposition him, I use my reposition skill and get Jerome sitting there. I think Jerome actually comes prepackaged with attack defense, but I haven't given him any extra skills so far.
Shall we? Yes? Very well.
Onward.
Sure.
Alright, good job, Jerome. Eat all of the Pegasi. Ah, she can't counterattack me.
What are you thinking?
Actually, I might want to swap this Alphonse and defend.
Gotta stay on guard. Understood. As you will.
Of course.
Alright, so they should be able to take care of these healers real easy.
Shall we?
Onward.
Oh, Chase can actually kill off. Yeah, I wonder if
What
I
are
can
you
take
thinking?
out Selena. Awesome.
Yes? Very well.
Really?
And so should be able to take out Henry. Good.
Gotta stay on guard, Minerva.
Onward.
As you will.
I'll have to move in here if I want to take out, I guess, Creed. Sigurd, right.
Very well. Understood. Yes?
Why not me? Okay.
Of course.
Fill up
Sure.
and get that special counter down for so. You want to see my character roster after the fight? Oh, sure. I can take you through the units I have. I've been playing since the start. I took a big break.